My name is Lynda. I'm a youth worker that specialises in creative arts and community relations, and I work for youth initiatives. I volunteered with youth initiatives and with the project that I work for, which is called Crosslinks. I volunteered with them since I was 16 and I was their dance tutor. And then I went to uni, and then whenever I graduated from uni there happened to be two part-time jobs that came up within youth initiatives. One was for the girls worker and then one was for the Crosslinks Creative Arts project. And so I interviewed for the two and was able to get both jobs, so it created a full-time job here. We run a creative arts module course on a Monday night where we have young people from 14 to 20 who come from East Belfast, West Belfast, Chinese community and some Indian community, and they come together and they would do drama, dance, music and art. You work when other people don't, so you're working a lot of nights because the young people are at school during the day. You have to work when they're available, so you're working some weekends, you're working nights. And especially if you're in a sort of a mentoring pastoral role, which a lot of youth work is, then you could be getting texts or phone calls at sort of 10 o'clock at night if something's gone wrong or if they're feeling low. GCSEs I took art, which is probably quite relative now. A-levels, my A-levels were biology, RE, art and English. Even though necessarily my subjects may not be completely relevant to what I'm doing now, and very specifically, I think that education in general, it gives you a confidence, it gives you an awareness of what you're good at, of what you're not good at. And then I took a gap year. So during my gap year I actually worked for sort of volunteering for this project for 5 months. I then went to Kenya with a charity for 2 weeks and then spent 4 months in Mexico where I worked for a sort of community centre and I ran art classes for like an after school club for kids in the inner city, sort of street kids and inner city kids in Mexico City. Probably one of the best things I've ever done. It was really challenging, it helped me grow a lot. I had to learn just very quickly, one, the language, and then also just sort of running and doing more youth work in a school with a language that you don't know. So you learn very quickly how to relate to young people that maybe you have no necessarily, no background similarities with. I'm actually from East Belfast, but I now work in West Belfast. I was part of the East Belfast project of Crosslinks, so I would have been involved with the East Belfast side of things. But I've now moved across and I'm working in West Belfast. I think it's actually quite significant that a lot of the young people here, they wouldn't know that I'm Protestant, first off, because I'm working with a very Catholic area with Catholic young people. And some of them are still quite surprised whenever they hear that I am Protestant and not Catholic. Although I have now married someone who's Catholic and from this area. So I think sort of having that connection helps because they all go, oh, that's Carl's wife, and they all know who Carl is. But I think now I've built up a relationship with them and I've been here for long enough. My mum and dad really encouraged me to get involved in cross-community work, but whenever then I married a Catholic guy, there was some conflict and there was some contention there, that suddenly it wasn't just I was being friends with the other side, but suddenly I was marrying into the other side. And there were issues that brought up within them that they had to deal with. But so it's sort of working itself out now, but for at one time it was very difficult. At the moment I'm actually developing a programme where we go into schools and actually deliver community relations sessions there and sort of leave the school with a package of resources that they can use. And if I was able to sort of continue doing that and sort of head that way, where it is maybe more of a 9 to 5 or you can do part-time or that sort of idea. Other than that, right now, I have no idea. I have a job for 3 years, and after the 3 years, I have absolutely no idea.